I guess we'll move on to Dan's topic. Do you have one?
Nope.
You still
Do you
don't have
one
a
yet,
topic.
Weston?
Not fully, but
Wing it.
I can always fall back on what you is near and dear to Jordan's heart, anime. But
Yes.
Oh God.
All right. What are we talking about?
I have no idea. What should I talk about?
see,
How about let's just we've gotten a little bit more into Bleach.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on it so far?
Oh.
So are you guys actually going to talk anime?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't leave.
Yes.
Sorry, you just gotta be here.
Logan, I'm going to sit on the couch for this.
nope.
I'm not
Enjoy
moving.
this.
I'm not standing up. So you're
Crawl
just
under,
chill.
bud.
But yeah, so Bleach so far is
Please just let me
really
sit on the
great.
couch.
I'm super. I honestly, it's becoming one of my favorite anime.
Well,
I think
good.
so.
'cause it belongs there.
For those who have seen it, just to kind of context
ampersand.
where we're at, we just got to. We're in the Arankar arc, and we are. What? Let me think. What just happened? Oh, they're right now. It's that. What is it like the filler stuff, which is the two kids.
Rankers are coming through. It's just they're dealing with.
Yeah.
It's just filler with Toshiro and
Toshiro,
that team
Yep.
that's in right now.
Yep. But-
Okay.
So that's
Ichigo just got his mask.
yeah. So that's kind of.
Oh,
Yep. He did just get. Yep. That's a big point.
He's
So-
training with the visors.
Yep.
finally. That's
So
good stuff.
yeah, he's able to control his hollow now. So yeah. I know we talked about this a few weeks ago, but yeah, I'm really loving
Just
where we're at.
smile and nod, Jordan. Smile
It's-
and
Um,
This is hell for me.
nod. Oh, you're fine.
I think you'd really.
You'd
like
rather talk
Bleach.
about Logan Paul because he's your favorite. I know, but
Yeah, that
Clearly,
is.
I-
I do. I kind of want to take a moment. To,
hater.
you must really hate anime.
He's drinking the haterade.
For you to be like this, like have this much disdain about anime to where you're rather talk about Logan Paul is.
Okay.
I think it's just a front that you
It-
put
it
on now.
I
wasn't-
really think it is just a front.
It wasn't that I wanted to talk about Logan Paul. It was more because of the Pokemon card side of things, which you guys all know I love collecting.
That's true.
right. Mhm.
This shelf right behind Logan, which you can see some of it in the reflection of the mirror, is just covered in Pokemon cards. Okay, so
He really just
That-
likes Logan Paul. There we go.
also Chucko got a Moo Moo pyramid, which I'm really proud of. Good job,
see that.
Chucko.
But yeah, no. So Bleach has been. It's been super sweet so far. I know. I think the last time we talked about it was we just got done with the Soul Society arc.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing this next arc has been really cool. I think it's really cool the whole thing of like the Iran cars and Visors, like introducing them as characters and like seeing those characters, be realized and like how this like dynamic between. It's almost like this dynamic between Hollows and the Soul Society is like closing, like it's becoming more vague.
Yep, that's what they are. That's the whole
Yeah.
the whole point of it with the Hogyoku and stuff.
Yeah.
Is Hollows becoming more Shinigami and vice versa.
Yeah.
Shinigami becoming more like Hollows.
Yeah.
Whether that's good or bad or it's used for the right reasons,
So-
it's yet to be seen. But
Obviously, the Hogyoku is what makes Arankar, but like, do they ever explain how Visors come to be?
yes,
They do.
yep. And you haven't seen it. That is the Turnabout the Pendulum arc that I talked to you about that shows Kisuke in his past.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
We'll see more about that topic then.
So
you'll
is
have
my
to wait.
theory right then?
I don't know. You just have to see.
My theory is that Kisuke has something to do with the Visors.
Heck yes, we're talking about anime.
So really quick, can you guys
creation
just
of
do me
them.
a favor? When I go to title this on YouTube, what exactly are you talking about?
Bleach.
Bleach.
Bleach
So
discussion.
should I just call it like Bleach Part 2, or because we already had Dan and Logan
Bleach
talk Bleach?
Thoughts
So
Part 2.
Yeah, Bleach South Park.
okay,
That's
so
fine.
I'll just do something about Bleach again. I don't know.
We'll periodically come back
They-
to this because we're going through a huge series. So
The reason why they're talking about it is just in spite. They're out of spite for me. So.
Actually, no. It's
No,
because it's a phenomenal series. We're getting ready for
Yeah.
it to continue later
No.
this year.
Yeah. So yeah, they're coming out with.
You are the only one being
the finale
spiteful
of it.
here, Jordan.
I'm
We
just
love it,
sitting
man.
here.
But
I'm sitting here and enjoying the really cool draft because this room is freezing
Good
cold.
for it.
And it's
But-
awesome.
I'm trying to. Yeah.
just introduced Espada. You've seen Grimjow a couple times now.
Grimjow's awesome. I like him so far.
He's cool, but not my favorite.
He's a cool one. He's,
And I
he's
was-
a fan favorite
I was
character.
telling Dan how I thought it was really cool how like what's the big one's name? Number 10.
Yami.
Yami. I like how they introduced him and like they had that fight with him, and like they're like, okay, well we got the Espada and like they're like the big ones. What is that? The Espada's like the big ones.
The Espada are the 10.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
top
the
10.
top 10.
Yeah, and it's like,
Strongest 10.
all right, so we know Grimjow's one, and it's like, oh yeah, he was one the whole time. And I was like, that's cool. I like that because you see like him getting his.
Grimjaw was 5, right?
Grimjaw is 6.
Or 6.
And I
There we
like
go.
Yami is 10.
Yeah, and it's like how like he's getting his arm fixed, and then, oh, there's a tattoo of a 10 on his shoulder, so you know he's number 10. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, that's really sweet actually.
Yep.
But
It is
Um,
cool. They are my favorite enemy group by far.
they're really cool and they're really interesting. Like I'm excited to see more about them.
Yep.
But yeah, it's really cool so far.
I'm excited, and in the next probably, I don't know, 5 to 10 episodes, crap will really hit the fan, and you'll understand why the Iron arc actually happens for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And it just keeps getting better.
You can
Yeah.
ignore chat. I'm just having conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's great.
Stop being so bitter, Jordan.
they get into like how
Talking chat.
Grimjaw or why Grimjaw like took this squad and attacked.
He's just kind of. I mean, you'll
That's-
you'll learn more about Grimjaw. You'll get some of his backstory and
Uh-huh.
just learn. I just don't want to spoil a little bit,
I was
but
going to say, I'm struggling here as well.
all the Espada have an aspect of death,
Interesting.
and that's all I'll say. But his kind of shows a little bit about that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes. It's very interesting. We need to watch more Bleach.
I know. I want to. I'm down maybe tomorrow.
Before we have Lake of Life, right?
Before.
I'm down. It's cool.
But yeah, other than that, like I'm trying to think of other stuff, thoughts I have. I think it's cool how they're kind of fleshing out some of the main characters, like Orihime and Chad. Like Chad's getting this like arc of becoming strong enough to participate in the fights again and
That's really what all of this is. This part is people
Mhm.
growing.
because they've come to realize that we are vastly like underpowered
Yeah.
for what's going to happen right now.
Yeah.
You saw that with the scout team or whatever facing the Harankars that came through and getting their
Yeah.
butts handed to them
Yep.
until they release their steals,
Yep.
and those weren't even strong Harankar.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Like, so
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Oh yeah, so
they're in
another-
trouble.
Yeah, so another thing is like the whole, it's the reveal of like what Aizen's plan is, like the whole, it's to find this royal family, like get to this dimension where the royal family is.
He wants to create the Okin, which
Yeah.
it's kind of like phased out a little bit like later on this series, and you learn that this kind of doesn't matter, but he wants the key to the royal realm for what you don't really know yet, but he wants to create the Okin. So that's interesting. You get your first glimpse or instance of that there is a royal realm. There's something above the Soul Society and the 13 guard captain squads
Mm-hmm.
and like Central 46 and the noble families and stuff. There's something above that. There's a lot above that, and it's ominous and like really cool. The mystery to that is like awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You won't find any of that in this current series. You gotta wait until 1,000-Year Blood War.
Man,
That's what it's all about.
That's
so.
the thing too. Like, as I keep going, as I keep asking you questions, you're like, "It's not in this series. It's not in this series. It's
Yep.
not in this series." I'm like, "Gee, how are you a Bleach fan and waiting this long for the Like, obviously, I mean, not even waiting because you don't even know if it's gonna happen.
How you know
like-
why everyone's so freaking hyped about it?
That's
Seriously.
like
You're just now getting a taste of it.
that's crazy.
I mean, you see all this stuff. This is all like foreshadowing, getting you ready for something that we weren't even sure we were ever going to get.
Yeah, like, and it's crazy too because like there's still, I mean, we're a third of it the way through, so we have like 100 and some or 200 and something episodes left, right?
About 200 episodes, 215.
Yeah, and so it's like there's so many questions I have that aren't going to be answered in this 200 and something episodes. Like, that's nuts. And I kind of like that. I like the idea of still not knowing some things and having that kind of discovery in this next series. Which, speaking of which, are they calling it just Bleach again? And they're just
It's
having
called
like
Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War.
so okay, sweet.
Yep.
And when you finish with that, you get to watch the really sick teaser video that they gave us.
Yeah, I told Dan that once we get caught up, I'll watch it with him. So
don't watch it before. You won't be able to appreciate it as much.
Yeah,
and it spoils some just a little bit, but you won't even realize or know. There's one big spoiler, but outside of that, like it's awesome. But yes, I can't wait. I've been waiting for a long time, and it's finally happening, and it's kind of like
you only have to wait about
crap.
10 months. That's about it.
Yeah, we gotta finish by then. Cause I actually almost started buying the manga yesterday because we were at
That's a lot of manga, man.
I know, it's 74 volumes, which I'm glad I didn't, because if I do, I'm still considering it. But if I do, I think I'm gonna go the route of there's one of them it's 3 volumes in one, and they're like the price of 1 volume, so it's only be like 24 or 21 volumes or something like that. So I might do that because it's cheaper.
They come out in multiples a lot.
Yeah. Because I really would love to read the manga. I think it'd be sick.
They have a lot of, even outside of the manga, they have some light novels called
I saw some of those too. Are they like prequels or? Because I know the Tokyo Ghoul one's a prequel.
Yes and no. There's prequel stuff like history of before Soul Society was even a thing.
Ooh,
and there's current time period. And it centers around a couple interesting characters. But
that's cool. Yeah, because I know that the one Tokyo Ghoul light novel is like a prequel to. Yep. It's like showing the Great Devil Ape.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's quite a few outside the manga like things that add to the history of Bleach and everything, and most of it's not even done by Kubo, so it's technically not canon.
Yeah.
But I think it's canon.
Yeah, it doesn't like go against it.
Because a lot of that stuff. It doesn't go against it. It just adds more. But a lot of that stuff, it shows up in Bleach Brave Souls, which is not the one I play, but a different like mobile game.
Yeah,
Kubo has like direct, like, I don't know, work in with like some of the new characters and stuff like that. So some of those characters from the non-canon stuff shows up in it, and he works on that.
Oh, I would count that.
So it's
for sure
pretty well considered canon.
Yeah. Does any of the So none of like the Bount Arc people show up?
I don't believe so. I do not believe.
Yeah, but I'm super pumped. Excited to see where it goes. There's a lot of characters I'm excited to see, continue to see. Like, I think right now Renji's probably my favorite character. Next to like, obviously Ichigo's awesome. I think he's probably one of my favorite protagonists. Just because like, he's so different. Like, he's not
my favorite shonen protagonist because he is different.
He's like, he's not the, I don't know, like super. He's not the overly arrogant or like overly like hyper kid, like kind of your Naruto and Deku to an extent.
Or like Luffy's freaking an idiot.
I've never seen One Piece, but
Goku's a moron.
Yeah, and
it's not that.
He's actually intelligent. He's actually like, he thinks about situations, and that's it's actually kind of what gets him in trouble with his Hollow. Like, they find out like how it's like he's not letting his instinct take hold, and it's hurting him. And so I thought that was really cool, and I think that whole arc of him is cool. But yeah, so far, like, and obviously Kisuke is awesome. I just don't want to see more of him. I just don't think there's been.
That's why the flashback arc, I keep saying, Turnabout the Pendulum, is my favorite flashback for sure. It's my favorite like filler arc, I guess. It's fantastic. It shows you a lot about why all this stuff is happening, what happened 100 years ago in the Soul Society. It alludes to some crazy stuff, and I can't wait for the next series because we're gonna get some of that crazy stuff with Kisuke.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, like, I think there's not been a character I don't like.
That's something that is really unique about Bleach that Kubo does so well. Like, he has an immense amount, like an abundance of characters, and they're all like really well done for the most part.
Yeah.
Whether you really like them or you hate them or something, but like they have something that draws you to them that makes them unique.
Yeah.
Even when we talked about this a little while ago, like when there's uniformity through everyone, like everyone has to wear the same thing. There's something unique about them that really makes them stand out. Look at the captains.
Yeah, the captains. Yeah.
Look at the Arrancar, the Espada.
Yep.
And you'll see it in other characters that come along in the next series. But like, it's really fantastic. He does a really good job with it.
Yeah.
But It's just a unique series that a lot of people sleep on.
Yeah.
So
It's got Cone
excited.
too, you know.
Shut
Cone
up.
is a great character. I give crap to Dan because Cone's like the stupid, like
Comedic
obsessed,
relief.
yeah, comedic relief character. But
Pervy little lion dude.
yeah, but he's hilarious, and I think he's so funny. And so I always joke that he's one of my favorites. But
Hmm.
yeah,
Want to add anything, Weston?
No, I'm just excited for what's coming next.
Right.
Yeah, I already am getting that way. It's kind of weird. Like, I feel like we did this before with Final Fantasy VII, because Dan got me to play it right before Remake came out, and I'm like, oh, I'm loving this game. And I think I said the same thing, like, how are people waiting this long for the remake? And then they're like, you said the same thing, like how it's like, oh yeah, like, now you understand some of the hype and why there's been hype around it. So I think it's cool that it's happening again, because I really love being introduced to things that I kind of skipped out on or missed out on growing up or whatever.
I love introducing people to things.
So
You never introduced me to anybody.
I try, dude.
But you
Anime.
refuse to participate.
I
in
try.
the
I
anime
try to
watching.
meet. I try to meet new people, and Dan's like, "No, I'm not introducing you to them."
I feel like
When
Well,
has this ever happened?
I don't know. I just wanted to say something.
I
But
try to
hey,
get. I try to get you to watch and
This is
play.
the first
awesome
time
things.
I-
You never listen.
we have tried. I feel like Dan has
Why
told
don't
you
you
several
start
times to play.
watching Bleach,
How many-
and then you can
How
participate
many?
in this
Even outside of
conversation with
anime,
us.
I'm not even going to push that. Outside of that, how about Mandalorian, which
That's
I've told
true.
you how many times to watch and you haven't?
Yeah.
That's true.
How look at all the video games I keep telling you to play and you never do.
That's true.
Even another Star Wars one, Fallen Order, you haven't played it yet, have you?
That's true.
So
Why? Because it's not
whose fault is
Minecraft
this
and
really?
Skyrim. If it's
Not
out of
mine.
those-
He's got a point.
boom
CFDs.
roasted, mic
Okay.
drop.
Yeah. One edition. Wow.
Good job, sir. You opened that one up yourself.
So Weston.